make you eat that
Go
wretched...
on, Holger. Why?
Eivor, thank Tyr.
I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Ha! Robbed is a pointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive...
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I'll hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of...
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgafur's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom. To make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks. All were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleeding...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafur's tail to the rump without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you will...
My horse... No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifur's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Holger, Rowan is clearly in the right. You sheared the tail from his horse without gaining permission.
I borrowed the tail. Borrowed! Does the reality of regrowth not make this a victimless crime?
It is a two-victim crime, Holger. Though they are unharmed, you took without asking, and that will not do. As the horse's value has diminished significantly, you will pay Rowan its market price.
But the horse was not for sale. Rowan, admit it.
My decision is final, Holger. Pay what you owe and meet tomorrow as friends.
And if I do? May I keep the horse?
Pay the man and be done with it. Rowan, does this satisfy you?
It does. Thank you, Eivor.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We are done here. Return to your homes in peace.
Would you allow me to pay you with a vibrant painting? After all, in some ways...
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite a character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon. Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Sven passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you have the time.
Randvi, are you well? You seem distant.
I'm fine. Only a little tired, but well enough. Shall we look at the map?
Not until you tell me what is wrong.
Oh, I think I have. I feel somewhat trapped. In this room, and this settlement, and this life.
I cannot help you with your life just now, but I can get you out of this room. What do you say?
I don't know. There is much work to be done.
Stop. We could take a ride to Grandebrecht.
That sounds lovely. And too far to consider now.
Randvi, take a break.
Do you mean now?
Of course. You said you were tired.
I did ask, didn't I?
Follow me. We won't take the long ship today. This trip is for us. Just you and me. Is that a problem?
Not at all. So long as I get some air and sun, I will be fine. I spend too much of my day in the longhouse.
We'll need to cross the river at some point if we want to enter Gra- If you know a better way, I would love...
Is swimming not an option?
Swimming? I don't know. Are you joking?
A boat or a horse would always do, but I'm not opposed to the more traditional methods. It really is lovely here. I have not been this far east of the settlement. Isn't that awful?
You think safety awful?
To live one's life in so small a pen. Hear stories from you and the scouts without ever venturing further. Gods, do you smell that? The earth and the air. It is good to be out here. Eivor, there. What is that?
This is where the Summer Army retreated when Grandebridge was lost. They seem to have resettled the city in full now.
Right. I know this land so well by its map, but to see it in person brings it to stunning life. A Roman marvel. I will not soon forget this sight.
Here we are. Welcome to Grandebridge. We should make our way to the Longhouse.
Oh, it's bigger than I imagined. Rustic, woody, beautiful. And everything seems quite new.
Under Soma's guidance, the Summer Army built this town up from a small village. They wanted a hub for trade near London, and a launching point for incursions into Wessex.
Well, it is impressive. Some interesting architectural ideas here too.
Well, is that Eivor I see? It's been quite a while since I've seen your face around here.
I know you, I think. One of Soma's loyal men. Magni, is it?
Yeah, good memory.
Good to see you again. This is Randvi, a dear friend and a sturdy fighter.
Well met, Randvi. Eivor seems to have a preference for befriending lovely women.
You know, I noticed the same thing.
I expected more people about Magni. Has something happened?
Soma rounded up some warriors and took them west. She's hoping to open a new trade route with oxen and wood there. Only now, in times of trouble, I have discovered I am not the surrogate leader I should hope to be.
What sort of trouble?
Oh, a pack of surly bandits have encamped nearby. To the east of the water's edge. They attack all merchants who travel here by river or road, and word is spreading quickly. It's keeping traders at bay.
That could cripple your town if it carries on too long.
It's crippled me already. The bastard stole my horse yesterday morning.
So what will
We
you...
can take care of them, Magni. And if we don't find your horse, we will steal you a new one.
Well, that would ease my mind. I have nothing to offer you for this deed, but the bandits surely would. Take from them what you like.
Good. Eivor. The bandits are camped on the river, he said. East of the water's edge.
You volunteered us for a fight, Randvi. Is that your idea of a pleasant ride through the country?
It must be. I surprised even myself.
Away from your table for a day, and already you're lusting for blood.
A feeling you must know well, no? I have always wanted to experience the world as you do, and now I will. Unless you have a more interesting day planned for us.
We will help Magni and clear these bandits. But do not be rash when we find them. The Raven clan needs your steady hand.
Yes, indeed, my lord. I shall follow your order to the letter.
If I did not know any better, I would say you're teasing me.
Oh, certainly not, Eivor wolf-kissed iron-fisted Drenger. I would never tease one with such commanding authority. There, the bandit camp.
All right, stay close and do as I do.
Rude and look sternly at the horizon?
By all means. You seemed hot for a battle, so here we go.
That's done. Now to deliver Magni his horse. That was a thrill, Eivor. We are champions of Grantbridge. Do you know of any other towns that need liberating?
You don't think we have had enough drama for one day? We should return to the settlement.
Or we could have a drink to celebrate our victory.
At home, Tekla has all the mead and ale we could want.
Eivor, our outing has hardly begun. Find us an alehouse and let us make ourselves at home.
Let's return the horse. If your thirst remains, we'll look around. Magni, we
Did you? Well,
your horse is out.
thank the gods he is safe.
Cheers.
Eivor, over here. Look at this.
Oh!
What are you playing?
A drinking contest. You versus me. Wolf-kissed versus Table Maiden.
Ranvi, we can do better than...
Mead Queen.
All right.
Beautiful.
Strong for you.
Hello. I'm on PS4. A research project for LSE about how coronavirus has affected people's lives. I get paid for it as well. So that's nice.
You have my filthy run.
Yeah. Very.
There, you see. You should not have tried to outdrink me, Ranvi. It cannot be done.
Strange. I see your lips moving so rapidly, yet all I hear is... Thank you, Randvi.
So, Are you
What can I say? I'm
satisfied?
a bit of a
My head is ringing
conversation starter.
like a bell.
More than satisfied. Now come, after just what... It's a sunken tower near a waterfall, close to home. It's near the highest point of a
What?
hill.
Did you
All
just-
right.
I know it might not show...
Oh,
What did you just say?
Well, I do hope to see you again.
You said cough, right? I
Turn
might
any
be
time.
hearing something.
I might have to, Magni. Thank you for everything.
No, thank you. Safe travel.
Wait, Shami, you streaming? Oh, okay. What? Wait. Shami.
I think you may have punctured poor Magni's heart back there.
What can I say? Not the first, and it will not be the last.
I name you Ranvi, slayer of bandits, breaker of hearts.
I will sound it with pride. Sunniva described
Everybody
as
go
powerful,
subscribe to
a
Lit
desolate
Game.
yet peaceful place. I am eager to see it.
After a full day of action, finally you wish to calm down.
I've had my fill of
Everybody
adventure.
subscribe to Lit.
Time for a little rest. I was wondering something. You and Soma, was there something more to your bond? You spoke of her with a particular shine in your eyes.
We grew very close very quickly. Is that what you mean?
No, I mean, did something happen between you two?
What sort of question is that?
An innocent one. Innocent as a newborn babe.
Nothing happened between us. That is my answer.
I find that disappointing. If I were you, I might have tested a... Time's up!
Let's go, Sham. Everyone's getting 9 points except for Kazuma. Except for Kazuma.
Look there! That must be the
Kinda
tower.
made us.
Take the bridge.
Instead of cover.
Shami, you gonna
Just
do
as
that move at some
beautiful
point?
as Sunniva stories tell. Can you imagine how it looked when it was first built,
Who's back?
hundreds of winters ago? Sometimes when looking at a map, I imagine little people in their little armies, traversing the land.
Do Warzone,
And now, staring at these ruins,
Yeah.
I
Dipper,
imagine
did you
people
see?
of old, how they
That's
lived,
the city sign.
never
Dakar.
knowing what would become of their monuments.
You have a
It actually-
fertile
Yes,
imagination.
fully.
I want a
Lit
view
and
from the
everything.
top. Shall we?
Lead on.
Oh. Be announcement. They're signing him, Edward. I feel like
Keep up!
Mind where you put your fingers. These stones are old and weathered.
I wouldn't be that bad.
You climb well.
I think
for
I
one
feel
who follows
you
maps.
like
You jest,
And
but I have
they are,
raised the
they're gonna
frames
play
of
it.
longhouses and the ribs of longships. My hands are calloused from hard work.
yeah, it is. I see Danny more though.
Well, well.
The guys had a good Euros. He could get number one though, like as a mid-team game. Southampton. I don't know. Yeah, I'm on
A
those.
stunning view. It reminds me of
No,
my
yes,
early years
yes,
in
they
Norway.
signed community
How I
team
used
this
to climb
season,
the
guy.
hills beyond the wood.
You have an
Yeah,
adventurous
Leicester.
heart. I hardly see it behind the table, but now
Also,
I've watched
well
you
done on 9
scale a
points.
tower in
9
furs,
points,
soaking wet.
I was rowdy in my youth.
We got 9
Hunting,
points.
sailing. I was a wildling of the open air before I became this staunch and stoic woman. Married off in service in peace
leave on
between two
because he had
clans.
some fucking
A
lucky
noble
ass.
and worthy role, but not one I had ever imagined for myself.
You would have made a fine
Yeah,
wandering
true.
warrior.
I think so too.
Or faced each other on the field of
Yeah,
battle.
because he's at double.
Without
You
your
put
marriage
double
to
on.
Sigurd to secure...
True. Thank you for today.
Then don't.
Bro, I came second in
Yes.
fantasy. I don't know how.
What was that?
Oh no, I am...
second. I don't
No
know.
need to.
Sigurd is your brother, and I...
It may be the meat. It may be the... That is comforting to hear. I've long felt the same way. But I banish the thought that...
Many times I wish to tell you.
Say all you like.
Today has meant so much. We rode, we fought.
Deeds are more direct than words.
Okay, let me just load up some stream real quick.
Let me just load up this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Randvi?
Yeah,